I'm currently walking in Central Park, but no, we're not in New York, we're in Chelmsford, the county town of beautiful Essex.
Shut up! You're having me
And the flowers are coming out now, and it's got a lake with loads of little ducks, and although it's always busy here in Central Park, it's actually a pretty chill place here, especially when the sun's out like today. And so now I'm heading down one of these many riverside walks on my way to Chelmsford Skate Park, or as us locals call it, Central. Like most other Chelmsford skateboarders, Central Skate Park is a place I spent a lot of my time growing up. And from the ages of like 14 to 18, it was kind of like a second home.
To save a man, but no one gave a damn. From my nation, the seed of Abraham. Blessed with the tongue of Hebrew. Now we strong on needles, and some are plunging evil. So study and be wise in these days of darkness. Peace to my nephew Marcus. The basic instruction.
But even if it rains, we'd usually skate Chelmsford Market or a multi-storey car park, and that's also where we'd have most of our run-ins with security. And in general, people here in Chelmsford probably thought we were all really annoying, really loud, and definitely wore clothes that were way too big for us. But I'm going to dive deeper into the Chelmsford skateboarding community because as we've all grown up, we've become much more than the city's nuisances. But to bring you right back to the start, I spoke with Adam Whitaker, who has been part of the skate scene here in Chelmsford since 1986.
The scene's changed massively, so I just say this, right? Today's skaters, they see everything online, right? So you're aware of skateboarding. When I was young, I didn't know about skateboarding, and skateboarding came to me through my neighbour. No influence, no outside influence. It's like, do you want this skateboard? Yes, please. What do I do with it? I learnt to skate on it, so I didn't see anybody else doing it. It was just like this was my thing completely, you know.
So I feel like, therefore, you've technically almost founded the Chelmsford skate scene. To be fair, I mean, you didn't see someone do a kickflip and be like, oh, that's a kickflip.
I guess really it was just pure, and so that you found people, and you'd find people by seeing what shoes they were wearing. Like if they were wearing Vans or if they were wearing Airwalks, you're like, that's another skater. So you'd strike up a conversation, and then we also had the streets to ourselves. You know, like shops weren't open on Sundays, so like the whole city centre was ours. We knew it like the back of our hands. It was a great time to be skateboarding. It really was.
Now, although my generation of Chelmsford skaters may not have the streets to ourselves in the way Adam did, sometimes it did start to feel like the streets were ours, especially when you can hear like that particular sound of the wheels and you probably spot your mate or like a whole group of your mates rolling down the road, probably on their way to Central.
Down 7 digits, call up Bridget, her man's a midget. Plus she got fringe and I can dig it. Here's a 40 swigget, you know it's frigid. I got him chillin' in the cooler, break out the rule. Damn, that's the fattest dog I ever seen. The weather's keen in Cali, getting weeded makes her feel like Maui. Now we feel the good vibrations. So many females, so much inspiration. I get inspired by the blunts too. I'll front you. If you hang with a bunk crew, I roam the strip for bones to pick. When I find one, I'm gonna take her home and quickly do this. I need not explain this. A plus is famous, so get the anus. Hey miss, who's there? I'm through there, no time to do hair. The flicks it ain't, so get straight.
Central Skate Park was really where we made some of our best memories growing up. But at a skate park filled with a bunch of mostly male teenagers, it's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows. And there were a lot of strong characters there and odd characters. And I guess if you were too much on that weird side, then you were most likely made fun of and almost definitely had some kind of hilarious nickname like Rat Kid or Booty Shorts. But I guess you could kind of say most of it was character building, though some of it was just really mean and uncalled for a lot of the time. So I spoke to Frankie, one of Central Skate Park's most renowned skaters. So Frankie, I've been skating with you for a very, very long time, and again, I met you through skateboarding. And when you first started, I don't know, I think when a lot of people first start here at Chelmsford Skate Park, they aren't always taken to the best. I mean, you were once on the receiving hand of, I guess you could say, central bullying.
I think there was definitely central bullying. No, I had my fair share. Even before I started, there was people through mutuals had been like, oh yeah, he's a poser, whatever.
So would you say there's some sort of like hierarchy?
There was 100% a hierarchy. I think it did change. Well, I think I started my way at the bottom at one point, and I made my way up to the top.
I think that comes hand in hand with like how good you get as well. The better you get, and obviously there was one person at the top of this hierarchy that was not only probably the best at skateboarding, but had it felt like a lot of control over people. And when you started and you weren't great, you was at the bottom of that hierarchy, and as you got better, you kind of were at the top, and you could even say at some points was on the other hand of the bullying.
Maybe. I think we've all changed and matured and stuff. I think I noticed it more so, especially because I was on the lower side of the hierarchy at some point, and then I noticed as I got better through skating, like I just gained people's respect.
Though this is true for the majority of skaters at Central, I think some skaters, myself included, didn't really gain the full respect from everyone, no matter how good they got. And I am going to get a little bit personal here, because sometimes it was hard kind of being the only girl skater on the scene. Central Without Girl was the name of the skater group chat that included everyone at Central. Everyone. 11-year-olds, people from other parts of Essex, even people who didn't even really skate anymore. Pretty much everyone but me, hence the name. In fact, the group chat was originally made to purposely exclude me. And although I'd been friends with some of these skaters for years, like no one really stood up for me or even questioned it. And as Frankie said, like a few other people had their time of being less respected. But I did kind of feel like that never fully went away for me. But anyway, back to the good bits, because in general, skating in Chelmsford has positively impacted me and so many other people in so many ways.
The game of skate lasts forever.
The way skateboarding has impacted me is, I guess it's taught me resilience and to not give up in the way that I literally don't leave until I land that trick. And it's a mental battle, but you get there eventually, and it teaches you resilience in other parts of your life as well.
Yeah, so actually I met quite a lot of people in the creative industry through this park right here. Now I do videography, photography and graphic design. If I didn't skate, then I wouldn't be doing anything to do with what I do now. But it really brought out like the creative side with me.
Now we have all grown up a bit, it's not that often that you see like a load of people at Central anymore. Like the odd few is there sometimes, but you know, we've all got jobs now and uni, and it probably won't ever be the same as when we were all in our prime. I do think the decline really began after Chelmsford's local skate shop and social hub Hotbox had to close its doors in the summer of 2022.
I think Hotbox is a great cultural space, and what they did for skateboarding was excellent, because having somewhere where you can go, like if you can't go to the skate park if it's raining, right? What are you going to do? Go and hang out at the skate shop, right? And them hooking people up with product, giving them a roof over their heads, that's so good. And also another thing is that, you know, everybody got older. Like you guys were all like probably like 15, 16 when I met you guys, right? And so you needed that little bit of help, right? And giving you guys stuff and like giving you boards and clothes and stuff. Then you got older, you grew up, you didn't need that help anymore, and that's just how it goes. And it always goes in cycles. And the Chelsea skate scene is not dead, because there'll always be skateboarders. But there was a minute, right, where it was on fire. Those were good times, but it's cyclical, so it stops and it will start again.